The main problem with meditation, which we all face one time or the other, the biggest problem, people often complain about thoughts during meditation. Thoughts are always arising in the mind, and this becomes very noticeable during meditation. My guide used to say, just as eyes are to see, ears are to hear, nose is to smell, tongue is to taste, and so is mind to think. So when we try to suppress that very nature of mind, which is to think, we are going against nature. Then what is the solution? Solution is this. We need to regulate the mind. We need to train our mind in such a way so that it rests on those ideas, those thoughts, those subjectivity, so that we can dive deeper into those subjects only without being deviated into other. In a rightful meditation, when it is so effective, one will be able to deduce from daily experiences that yes, even though the meditation may have been turbulent because of thoughts, yet a right meditation would result in shift in consciousness. See how your consciousness was before starting meditation. And after meditating for 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the help of this transmission, despite of turbulent meditation, you will often see that the result of this meditation was so refined. There is absolute refinement within, there is so much of settledness within. Often we are troubled by the thoughts from the past, out of guilt perhaps, some unresolved matters that they pop up in our minds. And often things that we have not completed, they haunt us during meditation. Before going to sleep also, many things that we remember are related to unfinished tasks, something that we missed out on. So, when such thoughts do arise during meditation, should we get disturbed because it reminds us of our duty? No. Let it come, make a mental note of it, and revert back to this noble process of attending to presence of divine light in the heart. Let transmission do its job. So, I'm going to read out this particular passage from Reality at Dawn by Ramchandra. Generally, people complain of numerous ideas creeping into their mind at the time of meditation. They think that they have failed in their practice unless they bring their mind to a standstill. But it is not so. We are not practicing concentration, but only meditation. We must go on with meditation, unmindful of the foreign ideas that happen to come to our mind at the time. The flow of ideas is due to the activities of our conscious mind, which is never at rest. We are still busy in meditation with our subconscious mind, while our conscious mind is roaming about and forming numerous ideas. Thus, we are not the loser in any way. In due course, after sufficient practice, the conscious mind too gets molded and begins to act in harmony with the subconscious mind. The result thus achieved is deep rooted and lasting. And finally, calmness, the characteristic of the soul, becomes predominant. If we let our thoughts run riot during the rest of the day, how will they be calm during 1 hour of meditation? So we have to train the mind so that it becomes an instrument for our evolution. The mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy. Mastering this art of keeping our mind focused on one idea is often a challenge. The help of this transmission, we are able to move into deeper level of consciousness very easily without much being distracted by these thoughts. It's a matter of experience that how such a simple path, simple way of meditation, where we gently remind ourselves that yes, I am meditating on the presence of the divine light in my heart. That's all. When thoughts do arise, we simply remain unmindful of them and just divert our attention in a very simple way, in a very um, natural way, to drift attention towards the presence of divine light. When these thoughts disturb us too much, when it become overwhelming, then at that moment it will be best to take a deep breath and hold your breath for some time and see what happens and resume your meditation. If then too your thoughts are disturbing, open your eyes for a few seconds and close again gently. See what happens. Or if it is still overwhelming, then take up some nice book, read a passage or two, something that can remind you of divinity, something that reminds you of humanity, something that can remind you of love, compassion, and then resume meditation.